Happy Thursday, everybody! I'm just back with some more daily numerology. Today is January 12th, 2023, and in our inner world, we have a 12. In our outer world, we could have a couple of numbers. It could be an 11 or a 20, depending on how you add them, and they'll both get to 2, right? Well, I've decided normally I'll do the double digits, but today I'm going to focus on the single, even on the 12. So, we're going to do the 3 and the 2. We're going to reduce down today just because I feel like compelled to do that, like drawn to do that today. So that's what I'm going to do. So on this inner world, we have this 3, okay? And yesterday we talked about inspiration, right? Doing something that would help our spiritual growth, but then would aid in inspiration. Or maybe we were inspired to do something for our spiritual growth. However that came to be, okay? Coming into today, into this 3, after this like inspiration of this 11, this like highlighting how you can expand, what will help you expand. Maybe you discovered something that can help you expand. And as you get into that expansion, there's a couple of things that are going to happen. So the 3 is about being expansive. It's about communicating, and it's about being creative, okay? So yesterday we could have been inspired in many different ways. One way we could have been inspired is that we went into meditation, maybe we connected with nature, really felt it, and we were inspired to forgive. That's one thing. Not that that's what your inspiration was, but it could have been a highlight for some of you yesterday, where you are thinking to yourself, well, I'm inspired to forgive, whether that's forgiveness of yourself or whether that's forgiveness of others, right? And we don't ever have to like forget what somebody did. You know what I mean? We don't have to actually like go to them and say, hey, I forgive you for this. We don't have to do that. What we do is we forgive what happened so that we can move on with our lives. Or we forgive ourselves to let go of blame and guilt on ourselves so that we can move on in our lives. And so this forgiveness may have been inspired, okay? Which then in this creative energy allows you to understand that just by being yourself, accepting yourself, and just being as you are brings in better energy for you, which then helps inspire your spiritual growth and your connection to a source. We start to align with it. And we can get creative about how we do that. We can be creative about how we're going to try something new. Something that we've had like, oh, I don't know. And you're worried because you're not going to do it right, but you're interested in it, but for your heart saying, I want to do it. So do it. Absolutely do it. Try something new that particularly aids in your alignment with a source. Get creative about it. Think outside the box. Think about the things that you are into, the things that you are attracted to, the things that cause joy in your soul. There's something with that. There's something you can do that's new to you that involves that. I feel that today. So this comes from the idea of being inspired to forgive, understanding that all we need to do is just show up as we are, and then expanding ourselves in the 3, because that's the energy as well, expanding ourselves into trying something new today. One step forward, even if it's signing up for something. Like even if it's just watching a YouTube video on a subject you were curious about but wasn't sure, but now watch it. Something new. Little things, even little things lead to big things, right? And that's where this creative and expansion come from, this number 3 today. Now, if you were inspired to try something new yesterday, then that's also in the energy and it wants you to be creative about it. Even if the forgiveness is something that you've been working on, that wasn't the main focus, then I have a feeling as well that we're still going towards that creating yourself into doing something new, or something new creating you. You know what I mean? But you get creative in what is going to come next. What can inspire you more, right? And keep you on this cycle, this new cycle. We're only 3 into it. You know what I mean? So what's going to come at the end of this cycle is we get creative today and try something new for ourselves. And then on the outside, we have a 2, okay? And this 2 is reflecting back to you that it's good to have a person that you align with, that you're compatible with, and it can be any kind of relationship. I'm not going to place it on romantic only. I'm not. We're going to overview it. Any relationship. Okay? And the 2 is the duo. It's the 1 and 2. The 1 and the 2. The 1 is attracted to the other 1 and they make 2. It's about that combination. It's also about like, you know, it can be about the idea of duality as well. But in this energy reading, we're going to focus on the duo. So the 2 on the outside is saying, hey, I'm reflecting back to you that as you are showing up as you are, and the people that are around you that accept that and accept you just being as you are, those people that you duo on the outside are reflecting back to you that, hey, we can come together. I can have these people go with me on this new path I'm taking. And there's a partnership there because there's an alignment there. And that reflection of those relationships are shining back at you to know that those are the people that are meant to be here now. You may want to, like, as they're reflecting back at you, say, like, hey, you want to go do this with me? Let's try this together. You know what I mean? Or you can even, the reflection of that duo can reflect back, and these are the people that you're like, oh, hey, you know, I have this, I can talk about the idea that I had to learn about forgiveness, or I'm inspired to forgive and really have a conversation, deep, heartfelt. You know what I mean? And that communication between that duo reflects back on you, which then even expands you even more because you're releasing and letting go and able to talk about it and let it go out and have somebody listen who accepts you just as you are. This was a little wordy today. This was a little like deep, I guess. But it's what it's where the idea is leading me. I just want you to I want you to be creative about the inspiration. That's the main focus today. Be creative about the inspiration from maybe the forgiveness and learning to just be ourselves. Get creative in that and try something new for yourself that really like raises your vibration. I hope you figure it out. If you don't, it's okay. We're always in a cycle, right? I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.